Hey guys, it's Harleywood. Today we're going to take a look at a knife sharpener that I just got in recently. Tech Studio Profile K03. Now, I've reviewed a Tech Studio Profile, some people call them the TSProf, several years ago on the channel. I'm going to post a link in the description below to my entire playlist. Go check that out, including the previous TSProf video. First, let's talk about some of the stuff that it comes with. Foremost is the user manual. Now, most of the time, I pay these no attention. These are really, really easy to put together and assemble. I only had to look up one part. I had to actually go online and look it up. I'll get into a little bit more detail on that in a minute. But this user manual has a lot of great information, including a lot of really good pages on how to level every single piece of this machine to make sure you are dialed in to the degree setting you want. All right. This little case, this holds all of your abrasive stones. Pretty nice, convenient little case. It has flaps, so even if you open it up, these bottom stones are not going to fall out. It has 5 stones. It starts with a 120 stone. There is a 220, a 400, a 600, and a 1000 grit stone. Okay, the clamps. Here is a single clamp, and already installed on the machine here, you can see I have the double clamps installed. You'll see both of these in action in just a little bit, but it does give you both options. This would be for your smaller blades, and these span a little bit further apart and allow you to control a longer blade. Okay. A pretty nice set of Allen wrenches, actually. I was impressed with this. This is a definite upgrade over the previous version. Okay. It comes with 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3 millimeter to adjust all the various pieces of this machine. And lastly, a C-clamp. I've never used these. This is pretty substantial in weight. I would guess this probably weighs 10 pounds. If you wanted to clamp this to a tabletop, though, you certainly could. If you've ever bought a Tech Studio Profile in the past, you'll know it comes in this really nice kind of military green wooden box. This one's no different, comes in the same box. I'm going to roll in some fast forward footage here in just a second of my son and I unboxing this, putting it together and using it a little bit, and then we're going to get into some close-ups and some specific features that this thing has. Let's level this thing out, turn on our digital angle gauge there, set it on the clamp. It's just a little bit off. Let's zero it as it sits. Okay, going to bring our stone down, rest it on the blade. We're at 11.2, 11.25, and if we look right back here, that is right between 11 and 12. So we're pretty dead on right there. When you first get this, it's highly likely, in fact, it's probably 100% that this is not going to be accurate. All you have to do is, once you get your digital angle gauge on there and you find your angle, on the back here, there is a small Allen wrench screw. You simply loosen that, and it allows this little needle to move. So you move it down to where it is accurate. So you rest it on the blade, you put this on whatever your digital angle gauge says, and then tighten that screw back down, and you're locked in. You're good to go. All right, Putting your stones on is super simple. Here's the 600 grit stone. You see the spring right here? You simply pull to open that up. And there's these little notches. Slide them in there. And you're locked in. When I first got this little piece right here out of the box, I wasn't sure what it was. And I actually had to go online and I found pictures of how they had it installed. And this did not exist on the previous model that I had. Okay, so what this little ledge is here is so that you can put it back on here and rest it so that it doesn't have to hang down on the table or sit on the blade. You can actually rest it up and out of the way. And it also has double clamps. So let's say you have a blade like this steel wheel here. You can much more easily deal with a big blade like this with the dual clamp setup. If you have a larger knife like the Druid 230 that I have on here, this is a 9-inch blade, you're typically not going to be able to rotate it this way. The handle will hit. With this one, I can go around this way with no problem. I have about 1/2 inch of clearance at the bottom there. Okay, so this is a 9-inch blade. You could probably get a 10-inch blade on here and still clear. This is the largest one I have. Or you could slide the knife back a little bit so you buy yourself a little bit of additional clearance. The only thing is I would be careful that you don't do it too far so that your stone ends up being out of center. So the Allen wrenches here are actually very nice. I like these. Okay, this is new. Didn't have these with the previous one. One complaint that I do have is this front set screw. Oh, let's look on this side. This front set screw here takes the 2.5 millimeter, but if you want to tighten this back one, it actually takes the bigger 3 millimeter. I wish both of those had had the same size so that I wouldn't have to find two different size wrenches. All right, look at the construction on this thing. The manufacturing is extremely nicely done. These adjustment levers on the back here are very, very smooth. All right, let's talk about some comparable options. So on the table here, you see the Hapstone R1. Hapstone R1 is about $400, depending on when you're watching this video. The K02 version of this is probably the equivalent in terms of functionality, and it is $370. Now, there is a stripped down K03 version for $379. It doesn't come with near as much as this one does. And there are kits for the K03 that go up to almost $1,000. I'm going to post a link in the description below where you can check those out. The biggest difference that I can see between the K02, which I do not have, and this K03 is the adjustment wheel on the back here. That adjustment wheel makes it super easy to adjust on the fly and really dial in precise degrees. So that's it, guys. That is the K03 from Tech Studio, the Tech Studio Profile K03. I'm going to post a link in the description below to where you can get this, where you can get the K02 model if you're interested, as well as my entire playlist on knife sharpening. You can see everything that I've ever reviewed. It goes from $150 knife sharpening kits all the way up to well over $1,000. This one here, depending on which kit you opt for, can run the gamut of, that about $350, $370 range, all the way up to that $1,000 range. Link in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button for me. Got lots more videos to come, and hope to see you on the next one.